Can you guess what lurks behind these cabinet doors? These cabinet doors that won't even shut. Step one, sort everything out to see what you actually have. Okay, so here's everything I have. I'm gonna get rid of this right here because they don't have these back here because they don't have matches. A couple of big ones here and here. And what I could do, I could put all this back in here and they'd be stacked up and they'd look great for about a week, but then it would all go to crap again because it's hard to stack them back in there perfectly all the time. So what I'm thinking that I need to do is divide this vertical space right here so that I don't have to do as much stacking. And what I'm thinking is doing something like I did with the pots and pans, where we have some sliding shelves so that I could pull it out and see everything that's there from the front of the cabinet to the back. And maybe it'll be a little bit easier to deal with that way. I also had the thought of putting a grid of holes in this and putting some little dowels sticking up everywhere that might help arrange the lids and stuff like that, but I'm not sure if I want to go that far yet. So what I'm going to start with is making a couple of these drawers, but smaller, to go in there, and we'll see what happens. So here I'm going to cut the 8.5 inch side, smaller side. I'm going to use a table saw. If you don't have a table saw, you could use a circular saw with a straight edge. And 20 inches. So after seeing how small these drawers are actually going to be, I've decided to go with 6 drawers, which means I'll have to go back to Home Depot and get some more drawer slides, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2 more of these. So now I need to figure out how tall to make the sides. And this little scrap looks pretty good. How big is this? 1 3/4. So now I'm going to cut the sides to length, and this is how they'll go. So I'll start here flush with the front and stop flush with the back, and then that means that the front piece will span all the way across the sides and the front, making the front look pretty. And then I'm going to attach these sides to this using pocket holes drilled through the bottom. So let's start with the sides. I'm going to cut these down to 20, and I'll need 12 of those. So how big do we make the front? Is it 9.5? It's 9.5. So let's cut 12 of those. have all the drawer bottoms cut and all the sides and the fronts cut and the backs. So now I'm going to use the Kreg jig set for 1/2 inch to cut pocket holes all through the bottoms of the drawers. And these pocket holes are going to attach the sides. So they're not pretty, but they will be on the bottom of the drawer, so no one will see it unless they're being weird and laying on your kitchen floor. That my sides are kind of leaning inward. They need to come out like this. So what I'm going to do is clamp this with a corner clamp, and then I'm going to use a brad nail to nail it in like this so that it'll stay straight. And I'm going to use a corner clamp because I don't trust myself with the nail gun to hold it like this and not shoot myself in the finger. So I want to show you on these shelves that are already finished that the next thing I need to do is cut 12 of these, and that's going to give me a spacer between the side of the cabinet and the face frames. And then over here, it's going to allow me to have a place to attach this other drawer slide. Just need to drill a couple of pocket holes in each side so that we can attach these to the back of the cabinet and the front of the cabinet. See if it's level. First, gotta find the level. There we go. And that looks pretty good.